guys, welcome here. I'm just starting homeschool for the day. My name is Sarah Therese. I have 5 kids, but I only have 3 at home right now because the other ones are skiing with my husband. Doing homeschool when you only have a few kids versus what you usually have is really simple and not very intensive. So I'm getting this going, but welcome here. I thought for today's video, I would share with you guys a bunch of things that I don't do as a mom as I go about my day. Homeschool, cleaning, pizza night. This might be a little bit of a wild one to talk about, especially like in our trendy homemaking mommy phase of social media. And I'm not against it, it's just I'm not for it in the same way I think a lot of people are. You are not a bad mom if you do not wear dresses all the time. That does not make you a bad mom. And something I don't do as a mom is wear dresses all the time. That is not me. I definitely love that for the summertime. It feels breezy and beautiful. But I love it in the sense that it is this new femininity that we're starting to like discover and open, and a lot of people really truly love it. Hold on. And I love it. I love the dresses. I sew my dress. I love it. But I love my jeans. And just because I wear jeans doesn't make me a mom that's less feminine or more productive or more put together. I just like me a solid pair of jeans. And not to say that the women that wear dresses on a daily basis look down on people that wear jeans, because I don't think that they do at all. And a lot of it is just personal preference. But I've met some people that are like, okay, I feel almost embarrassed as a mom to wear jeans because everyone is telling me to wear dresses. Anyway, so I guess something I don't do as a mom is subscribe to a type of look or fashion. I wear just what I have and what makes me feel best and will work with me the most for that day. All right, homeschool for the day, all done. The background noise. I got some bread in the machine. Oh, and I'm making a bit of a mess. It's a controlled mess though, so it's not that bad. I'm a little old lady, so let's make a little hot tea. It's not that big of a deal to you, but it is to me. Because I have been working on healing my gut pretty much since having kids. Having kids helped my gut in some ways, but also destroyed it in other ways. So I've been working very hard on healing my gut, and I have some updates, and it's awesome. But I'll share that in another video. All the same, I find drinking tea and hot and warm drinks every single day is very helpful for my gut and my digestion. If you're curious what tea I have, any tea, as long as it's like clean, and I usually just buy local tea. Something I don't like doing as a mom is not smelling good. I really like when I smell good. I like people's reactions to when I smell good. And I love fragrance because, bear with me, it's like a scrapbook for your nose. Like when you smell a certain fragrance, it brings you back to a certain time, and I love that. So I have some fragrances that are like special occasion fragrances. Fragrances related to really important pivotal events in my life. And then my daily fragrances that just are my go-to, really yummy, I enjoy them, but I'm very picky with fragrance. Committing to a full bottle is not only expensive, but also, am I actually gonna like this over the course of this bottle's life? So that's why I use Scentbird. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Scentbird gives me the ability, me being a very picky fragrance person, I like my clean fragrances, I want to smell a certain way, I want to make me feel a certain way. Scentbird kind of lets me date, let's say. Instead of committing to a full-size bottle and realizing, oh my goodness, in a couple weeks I don't really like this, Scentbird gives me the opportunity to date my fragrance, see what I like, see what I don't, and maybe if I really love it, I can commit to the full-size bottle, which in the long run makes my wallet happy and makes me feel good about the fragrances I have on hand. The fragrances I ordered this time around, Fugazzi Orange Crush. It has orange, white amber, transparent wood. It is divine. When the warm weather hits, this is what I'm gonna smell like. I also love a dime fragrance. This is Voir Le Le Bon. It's got pink pepper, mixed citrus, anise, white amber, and cashmere woods. I'm obsessed with vanilla, so I got the 7 Woods Vanilla Virtue. Of course, it has vanilla as well as pear, rose, caramel, and amber. Whether you're a fragrance connoisseur or maybe you're just a girl trying to find like that one perfect fragrance for you, Scentbird is gonna help you out. Not only is it affordable, but it's gonna save you from spending maybe a little bit too much money on that full-size perfume bottle that you end up not really using at all. P.S. Your first month, only $8, and after that, it's less than $17. Scentbird has a huge fragrance range. Popular brands, they got you. Classics, they got you. More that niche brand, they got you there too. Scentbird will provide you with a 30-day supply of said fragrance that you choose, which will give you the right amount of time to figure out if this fragrance is for you. Their online quiz is there to help you out with some personal fragrance ideas, suggestions, and P.S. their packaging is ridiculously cute, perfect for on the go. It's petite, easy to carry, and actually looks really beautiful on a vanity. If you're interested in finding your perfect scent and trying Scentbird, go ahead and scan the QR code here, or of course, just click the link down below in the description box. And with my coupon code SarahTherese, you will get 55% off of Scentbird, free delivery right to your door, and a free case. So yes, your math is mathing. You get the product for literally $8. That is a steal. So again, link down below, QR code here to scan. Thank you Scentbird for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So I'm a pro routine person. I love a routine, I love structure, but I still have some rules that come with said routines. Our routine cannot override our needs, especially like our sudden needs of the moment. So much of the time I can feel like I have to stick to my routine because this is my mental sanity, this is my emotional foundation just to have this routine. But when we get too fixated on routine, we start forgetting why we had said routine and start not thinking about the needs, whether our needs or the needs of our kids, because we're just trying to be consistent in a routine that we think is helping us, and maybe it is helping us, but not as much as if we were just more aware of these new upcoming changes and needs in our kids' lives and our own lives. Routine and structure is so important, and I'm not saying it's not. I'm a huge routine person, but just something I don't do as a mom is hold so fast to my routine and then in it somehow neglect my kids' actual needs. My kids are also growing and changing, so like I'm noticing things where I'm like, oh, you're not a little kid anymore. So routine can also look different from kid to kid, from age to age. But yeah, this is also just a good reminder for myself to continue looking at my routine as a blessing and not a hindrance to the actual needs that we have. I thrifted these plates. Aren't they beautiful? I got a ton of the smaller plates, and then I got 7 big ones, which is perfect because there's 7 of us, for our dinner time plates. So tonight is pizza night. Our world is changing because we got a pizza stone. We were using this on our barbecue last year, and now we realized we can just use this at the bottom of our oven. It's amazing. I would love to get a proper pizza paddle. So tonight is pizza night. I have a lot of sourdough active and discard that I'm going to use. sourdough, but I did add a little bit of yeast because I need some help. But this is also whole wheat and a little bit of molasses in there. This is gonna be a loaf of bread. My recipe for both my sourdough soft sandwich loaf and my discard version of that is linked down below on my free website. Sometimes it can be really difficult to film these videos because I am really coming from my perspective and the way that I operate. No mom operates the same. So sometimes it's hard for me to share this because I'm not trying to come from a place of I do it the right way and you don't. It's just me sharing myself. So I hope y'all can remember that through this video. I'm not trying to stir up anything. This is just how I work and function in my own home. So with saying that, as a woman who works from home, moms from home, schools from home, whatever, I have the ability, because I'm here all the time, to make sure that things don't pile up. And that's something I really do strive for as a mom, is to not let things pile up day after day after day. Because I'm home all the time, I have older kids, so I have a lot of help. And I do have some good routine and structure. Sorry, this is crunchier than I remember. I have the ability to not let things pile up. And it is quite a type of discipline that I've had to adopt and adapt in my life. For me to ensure that things don't pile up, I do a little laundry every single day. I make sure the dishwasher goes through at the end of the night and there's no dishes in the sink. I make sure that the toys are cleaned up. A lot of it is that end of the day kind of part. We work as a family to make sure that things are not piling up around us where we're gonna have to do catch-up days. I'm not against things piling up, but I do my best to make sure I am not overwhelmed by said things. The main things I try not to let pile up are the main things that I'm using or near often, such as my clothes, my laundry, my dishes, my kitchen. If I let things pile up in my most used areas, I'm mentally probably not gonna be okay. So that's what I do and strive for as a mom, and that's how we kind of work as a family unit. Okay, let's make some pizza dough. Been doing some sewing projects and mending projects. All my son's pants get holes in the right leg. Left leg totally fine. Also, do you guys remember this dress? I'm going to make it into a sort of a top for one of my girls. And then I took the skirt, I made kind of a side trailing skirt for my girls. I thought this is cute, but I still had some leftover fabric. So I made some straps. They're all ironed beautifully, and I think I'm gonna create a little bit more of like a pinafore situation for one of my little girls. Something I've noticed just recently in mine and Kieran's life is that we're spending a good amount of money. And I used to go through times in my life where I would feel guilt about spending money. And I had to really work and pray through that because I was like, I need to rely on the Lord for provision and to actually rejoice when we can spend money on things that we need. Like, that's provision from God. That's so good. And I need to be aware of if I'm ever needlessly overspending. So something I do not do, and I make sure that I have accountability, me and Kieran, towards each other, that we are not spending money needlessly, that we're not spending money for the sake of spending money. I think one of the greatest gifts I can actually give my family and to be an example for is having discipline in spending money and in the way I spend money, and actually being vocal and saying, we're gonna cap our budget to this, and I'm gonna pull back on buying this, and I'm gonna start whatever. We'll find a solution to save us more money here. The more that I realize that my money is the Lord's and it is for my benefit and not for anything further, then like that changes my perspective on money. For me, it'll taste good, and it'll stop my pizza from sticking to my stone. Adorable. I don't have a leftover pizza stone though. Hey, Edmund. Yes. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. It's like the sun is starting to set, kids are starting to get really hungry for dinner, and I get to make dinner. If you want an easy pizza crust recipe that's sourdough, I'll have it on my website, as well as my pizza sauce recipe, which is really quick and easy and yummy. I have a kid's pizza in there. I'll do one more kid's pizza here, and then I'm gonna make one for me and Kieran. But a huge question I get a lot of the time, and I thought I would kind of end my video with this, is how do you do everything that you do? And I've talked about it before. I didn't start here, okay? I started having kids one by one, and I went from being like a I order in pizza mom to making my own pizza at home. Sorry, I have flour in my nose. But like, I worked my way up to this. A huge way that I do a lot that I do is I don't leave the house very often. I think there's a lot of natural reasons for that. The first one, I work from home. The second one, I homeschool from home. And there's probably third and fourth ones, but those things really do keep me in and settled in the home, maybe more than your average mom. There's a lot of moms that work outside of the home, and instead of just in the home, there's a lot of moms that have drop-off for school, so they drop their kids off and such. But for me, I'm not always at home. I'm at home very often. And when you're in one spot for a long period of time, you just get things done. So yeah, truth be told, as a mom, I just don't leave my house very often. And to be honest, I really like it here. This is a place I really want to be in. The Lord has blessed me in that. The Lord has also given me the ability to work, to really enjoying being stuck at home for extended periods of time. And if you find me leaving the house, it's for church or thrifting. Let's finish this pizza night. This is gonna be real good. This is gonna be half cheese, half cream cheese for Ivy. Gotta check on the pizza in the oven. Edmund, okay, you can't shove the whole, no, you can't shove the whole crust in the mouth.
No, I take this balls and because you